Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish, the Conqueror. Cleared out most part of this, including an unexpected dungeon, which was here last time on Kara's mine, getting all of the Quicksilver. All the Quicksilver. But today I think we finally make it to Mecidi, and from there, probably just going to have a lot of talking today. You approach some of the aerial farmers. They split their time between tending the fields and chopping back the forest that ever expands towards them. Farmers are used to dealing with unpredictable nobles. They are polite, servile, and utterly unable to provide information or useful conversation. Mushrooms. Okay. Well, this looks like a walled town. You're near the aerial city of Mecidi. It is quite lovely. Dark timbers, century-old, form an elegant city of carved walls and gracious buildings. As before, nobody comes to greet you. The guards give you one look and pass by. Farmers pretend you aren't there. There must be some influential people inside these walls, someone who can speak for these strange people and help you complete your mission. In a moment. Just making sure I got everything on the map. Resources get. No theft. Okay, that's quite the high theft chance. I need to be doing something about that. Right, slowly getting iron. However, I'm going to lose it all as soon as I have another theft incident. Oh, I can just... Okay. I thought the cabbages would be blocking my movement for some reason. There are several dirty, hungry blessed sitting by the fire. This isn't their farm. The family who lives here watches them warily through the windows. When you get close, the blessed rise to their feet and look you over with bleary, unfocused eyes. One says in a loud, slurred voice, You there, are you real? Let's talk to them. Does it? You are real? Good, we are on a journey of exploration, hunting for wisdom, but we need to go to Mecidi, home, Mecidi. We aren't sure where it is. Can you help us? I know where you should go. She was relieved. Oh, thank you. You'll be rewarded for your help, French person. The blessed all brighten up. They're also all looking in different directions. Well, that would be east, so let's point that way. We point towards Mecidi. They doubt you were telling the truth at first, but decide to risk trusting you. They pack up their things and move off, much to the relief of the family who lives here. Before they go, the blessed woman presses a coin into your palm. I think you are turned around, but we'll try what you said. We can't sit here forever. Then they happily walk toward home. Weird. There are patrols and guards watching the roads around Mecidi. They stop to greet you. You learn that they are... reading. You learn that they spend most of their time hunting monsters. Mirelings and strange beasts constantly emerge from the woods to cause trouble. When they realize who you are, they urge you to enter Mecidi and speak with the counselor in charge. They deflect any questions you ask. They have their orders, and they're smart enough to not get involved in politics. Here we are. We'll even change things. Best to stay on this side. Bakery? Hello, Mara? This is a small boarding house crammed into the crowded streets of the trench town of Mecidi. There is an old woman sitting and knitting. When you enter, she nods. Traveler, visitor to Mecidi. I am Mara. Welcome to my inn. Tell me about Mecidi. Now you have the accent of Haven. I remember it. Your people were here before. I knew you would come again. I'm glad for it. You knew that I was coming? Of course, we are little people. We are not fools. As soon as your ships passed our north coast and word started to spread... That sentence is missing a main subject. Okay. The blessed ignore us, so we have to look out for ourselves. You are happy that we are here. Yes. Haven being here means travelers, customers, merchants bringing good bull stone to fix my inn's foundation. If we little folk are going to be ruled by brutal absolute masters, at least Haven is better at providing services. That is reassuring. Of course, I've been alive for a long time. I know to tell important people what they want to hear. Yes, that is a useful life skill. What services do you offer? I provide rooms for those few brave souls who can travel through our woods. I have a free room for the night. Only five gold. That doesn't sound free. I'll have a meal. Oh, it's just a small inn. We don't have a full menu. Also, I don't let my customers get drunk under my roof. Well, that's boring. I don't need anything. So I guess if I pay the 5 gold, then I can get access to that. Do I care enough? She takes the money and unlocks the door. First door on the right. We'll have bread and fruit for you in the morning. It may have cost me money. But it got me map exploration completion. I did need all of those words to state that, but I used them all anyway. Okay. Right, so we will not cross the river until... Trading post. Until we've done everything that we can down here. All that crystal that we can't just steal. The Trench Town has a rumbling trading post for regular folk. You look around at all the mundane equipment and food and such. There isn't much that appeals to you. A merchant runs up to you, eager to trade. You are here. I'm so happy to see you. I am Trader Katrina. You are happy to see me? Of course, since Haven left, fewer people came to visit the Ariel. This is bad for people like me. I want lots of visitors. I want people to come here from Fort Mist to trade and such. The Blessed don't really care about these things. They don't really lead us. Tell me about the Blessed. Her enthusiasm fades. They rule us. We have to do what they say. That is all she has to say. Who's your leader, then? Lonius is the one who looks after our trench town. He doesn't drink the elixir, so he actually helps. I'd like to get some elixir. No, I wouldn't. Really? Are you sure? Is that smart? Anyway, the Blessed won't sell it to outsiders. I like to trade. Now, we don't have much for an important person like you. We have some supplies and lumber. Also a few weapons and robes. Maybe that will help. Let me see your wares. I don't have room in your pack. Well, it doesn't matter. It's just going into my stockpile, and I don't need this. I'm just squandering my money because I want to take as many resources as I can. But I have an overabundance of quicksilver, as it is. Nothing else here I really care about. Silver necklace does have 2 empty slots on it. Silver neck piece, even. But I think all of the necklaces that I'm wearing are at least that. Yeah. Okay. Aerial robes, sure. Iron bar. Ooh, it's actually valuable. I'd like that. Alchemy temporarily closed, huh? I had a feeling. Just gonna overkill some slime here. It's okay, the slime ate it. It wasn't me. It's the morality of a player character right there. Aerial bow, huh? Wait a minute. Oh, there are guards in here, okay. You can't steal if people see you. Kind of liked how the older games did it, where you could steal, but you just lose reputation, and if you cared about your reputation, then I guess you could, you know, screw over your account if you did it enough, or your save file. I mean, at least they would give you the choice. There's a mage of the aerial walking around this garden. He touches the plants gently, occasionally plucks a leaf or waters a shrub, whispers to the plants sometimes. When he does, they quiver a bit. Then his head snaps up and he sees you. Oh, a visitor. I am Ivan the Not Really Terrible at All. Okay, that's what that is. Welcome, outsiders. He has the green skin of the blessed. That's an interesting name. Oh, yes, I chose it myself. I command the defenses of Mecidi. But I need to remind people I am not strong. They really shouldn't. They shouldn't ask me to fight. I have a feeling this was a Kickstarter. Name insert. Which, I mean, Kickstarter is great and all, but sometimes stuff like this just feels out of place. Why is that? I am a plant worker. I speak to the trees, and I don't. And I work them for the defense of the Ariel. So don't fight me. I'm a real weak person. What is a plant worker? The Ariel is defended by forests. They're infused by magic. They confuse, divide, and devour invaders. They don't do it on their own, though. Trees and bushes are notoriously lazy. Plant workers like me fill them with power and prod them to action. I'd like to learn more about this. When you would, I would rather die than tell you the slightest secret of our craft. In fact, if you tried to torture even the slightest trick out of me, I would just die. It's a modest, ugly bit of magic, but it keeps the Ariel safe. You enchant the forests outside? Yes, I send power into them. I send vague instructions. I keep the forests awake and moving. Of course, it is a chaotic process. Even the best plant walker loses control occasionally. And if you lose control, I am devoured, or some trench folk are, or a horde of spiders comes out and we have to fight. Our defenses sometimes claim a few of us, but it is a small price to pay for the safety they bring. You also have human guards? Yes, I direct those too. I send them out to help the folk of the trench towns. It keeps them from whining. What sort of whining? And it's spiders, mirelings. Wah, wah, the trench folk live in the most beautiful, cultured of lands, and they constantly complain about their little problems. Does that ever make them angry? Who cares? Hartley sent me to talk to you. It was about the mind-warping plants? Yes, the monstrosities. They have been spreading through our lands for some time. I've been trying to find their source. I think that I finally have done it. The shrubbery tells me many secrets. Where do these horrors come from? Well, you know, when you pump enough raw magic into a giant forest, there will be some unpredictable effects. We prune those out, leaving our defenses intact. What did you learn? I have tracked the disease in our woods to one set of groves. One of our leaders, Watcher Chimera, has already headed out there. He has the blessing of the elixir, and he can track down the infection. If you found him, you could do a great favor for the Ariel. I already did one of these. Is this the one he's talking about? Why would I do that? I don't know. He even helps his vassals, doesn't it? Also, I don't know. Treasure? Who is Watcher Chimera? One of the 3 Watchers of Mecidi. He is new to the post, and he is more industrious than most. He is less distracted. Where is he? He went northeast, tracking the spoor of disease. I taught him to detect it. I don't know where the path will lead him. We'll have to find him. You will have to find him. Do you think this is the answer to the problem? I do. It is a diseased spot, and it must be burned out. It would be nice to solve this problem before the next problem inevitably appears. There's always a new problem. No important job is ever truly done. Nice to have job security, I guess. Did we learn? Okay. Update on my quest, I guess. Interesting texture there. Feels a little bit off. Rosler? The beautiful half of Mecidi has a trading post in it, but this is where the finest goods of the Ariel are sold. Swords with blades of crystal and energy, potions and elixirs of all descriptions, silken robes. You can see why your mother wants this place in her empire so badly. The proprietor walks up to you and gives a nervous little bow. You note she doesn't have the green skin of an elixir drinker. You are the Havenite, yes? I was told you might come. I am Roselier. Roselier? I trade with the honored guests. Tell me about the trading post. I would love to, but have you been to see Watcher Asfeth yet? In the main hall? I can't know what I'm allowed to sell you without word from the blessed. They can be distracted. Alright. I noticed that I was allowed to trade with the other merchant. Somebody a little bit less caring, I guess. You can't take it when friendly characters close enough to see you. I guess that was fine. Running a little bit low on wood. Okay, we got the smith. In the back of the workshop, you find a small forge. An elderly woman is doing a bit of intricate work, repairing a long, thin blade. What gets your attention is that the blade isn't metal. It's one of the glowing energy blades of the Ariel. She runs her hammer along the blade in long, careful strokes, shaping the energy. She hasn't noticed you. It is incredibly delicate work. Does that mean I can loot your chest and you won't notice? Probably. You get closer to the smith. You watch the slow, elaborate process of shaping the crystal blades. Her concentration is intense. Sometimes she mutters a little spell. Eventually, she sets the repaired blade aside and reaches for another. Then she sees you. Oh, a distraction. Havenite, yes? I'm Smith Isbel. I tolerate visitors if they are brief. Interesting weapons you have here. She picks up a glowing blade and looks at it. Yes, when you swing it, the crystals are gone. Pure energy. Magical death. The most powerful weapons. What makes them so powerful? Pure magic. They will cut through metal armor with ease. The robes of a magician will stop the energy. Such robes on the battlefield are rare. How are they made? I think Haven would pay well for our secrets. Yes, we would. Haven tried to get our secrets before, many times. They always failed. They always will. Tell me about Mecidi. This is a town. I am left to do my work. I am not blessed. I am trench folk. I don't care. I don't complain. Trench folk are complaining? They always want more from our leaders. Maybe they should get it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me as long as I can work. You really don't care? If something happens that keeps me from working, I will care. Until then, this talk bores me. I would like one of your weapons. You can, with the Watcher's permission. I don't sell my own work. I am not a merchant. Go to Rosaler's Hall. She will take your coins. You ever do custom work? At first, Isabel is going to snap at you. Then something stops her. Custom, she looks at you. You are the Havenite. You travel all around Sacramento. I'm a prince, actually. I don't care. How do you travel? Travel around the Vol. Poking your nose in. You can get their rarer crystals. The ones they don't sell. Yes, if I had some of those, I could make things. I have ideas. Okay, so this is where all those stones I've been accumulating can be traded in, I guess. Bring me a selection of crystals. I will try to make a lot of combinations. I might be able to make a new sort of weapon. A new type of spear. Bring me unusual crystals. You can see if you find what I need. Wait. Oh, then we don't need to talk about it, yeah. I've got them all stashed in town, I guess, huh? Okay. Oh, my other characters. You find a rare sight in the Ariel Woods. Organization. There's a small, tidy office here. Your trained eye recognizes all the signs of proper political administration. The man in charge walks up to you and takes a good look. His friendly greeting is choked off in his throat. I am Lonius. I run the trench towns of Mecidi. You are the Havenite, aren't you? Oh no. Oh no? You think your vassals are ever happy to see you? They only pretend, you know. They pretend to like you as you wander, spreading your chaos. I have been dreading this moment since I heard that Haven's ship landed. I prefer to think of myself as an agent of order, thank you very much. What are you afraid of? Whatever you do, it will make things worse, if not soon, eventually. We finally managed to have some sort of peace with our blessed, so that we can make our lives tolerable as they wander in madness. Now you're here, and can't I convince you to just leave? I have some important business to attend to in Mecidi. Of course you do. Your soldiers are already on our border. They're not on vacation. You are the tip of the spear. I know what our fate will be. All I can do now is deal with you and hope you are merciful. He thinks. You know, we could use Haven's influence. Sometimes we have resources to hire warriors for certain tasks. So what do you do here? I run the trench town. The regular people, the trench folk of the Ariel, they come to me with their needs and problems. I help them as best I can, with what few resources the blessed give me. What is a trench town? It is where the regular folk live, the one who can't afford elixir or don't want to be made all funny by it. Of course, most who can drink elixir do. You live a lot longer. What sort of problems do you have? He slumps in his chair and sighs. Our woods are full of magic. It keeps us safe. It also calls monsters, hides brigands, warps beasts, and summons mirelings. We always have to fight to keep the forest from eating us. What resources do you have to work with? We French folk have our own warriors and weapons. Some of the blessed are still focused enough to be able to help us. Ivan is one. He is a blessed and woods mage, and he loans us warriors when we have a real problem. We can keep ourselves safe from monsters. The hard part is staying safe from the blessed. How do you deal with the blessed? They aren't focused. They keep wandering off. That is the best case. They cause they cause the most harm when they try to help. That is why I dreaded your coming. You will only draw the attention of the blessed. Then, once you are gone, they will look at us. It sounds very difficult to be an Ariel. Lonia sniffs, offended. Don't be mistaken, Havenite. The Ariel are a superior people in a superior land. We have our little problems, but the crudest, poorest of us live like anyone else's lord. The Ariel have a treaty with Haven. Yes, before I was born we were your vassal, then you left. I'm a little person, Havenite. I can't negotiate any treaties with you. Don't even ask. Just making conversation. Well, don't. The blessed can't even be allowed to suspect I want to deal with Haven. It's too dangerous. They are distracted and eccentric, but don't be fooled. They kill when they feel threatened. Sometimes hire outsiders to help you? Yes, the blessed are generous enough to give me resources to hire warriors to clean up particularly nasty messes. The blessed are wealthy, after all, and they are too precious to do their own fighting. Do you ever hire Havenites? Perhaps. Fort Mist has been rebuilt. That means you need resources. That means that there is a way I can bribe you. I'm happy to be bribed. Then I will bribe you with a Quicksilver mine. I don't need more Quicksilver. I'm in the wrong state, wrong province. Wrong colony, I guess. Because of the monsters there, we can't use it. You could, though. If you cleared out a pesky nest, I'm speaking of Ankara's mine, very close to Mecidi. It's an old, overgrown pit, but it can still be worked. You'll need to claim it. I think I already did. Where is Ankara's mine? Only a short journey to the northwest, however the main road to it is overgrown. Yes, I'm done with this place already. Any idea what problems I find there? Scouts have seen a lot of huge spiders in those woods. The magic of the Arl woods often helps arachnids to grow beyond what their proper nature wishes. Why is a nest of monsters tolerated so close to the city? You should speak with Watcher Esfeth. I think you'll find he's not too bothered by the mundane details of walking down roads without being eaten by spiders. What do you think of the blessed neglecting their duties? I don't think anything, Havenite. I just do my job. Stop trying to trick me into treason. I am a loyal servant of this strange town. That is all. Clean out Ankara's mine. Tell Lonius a hair-raising tale of giant spiders and deep pits. He shudders. Ugh, I'm glad I never go beyond the city walls. He hands you a document. That grants you the right to all Quicksilver in the mines. It wasn't doing us any good anyway. Of course, that is not our only possible source of Quicksilver. Always happy to collect more bribes. Then let me tell you about our latest disaster. There is a Cinnabar works near here. Asfith doesn't care about it. I would be happy to put it into capable hands. Where is the Cinnabar works? Cinnabar works? It is across the river to the northwest. Look for where the land is polluted and dead and the animals are twisted and wrong. Why are you so happy to give it to me? Because too much magic got loose, too much elixir spilled, the land became corrupted. There is plenty of cinnabar there waiting to be turned into Quicksilver. First, you need to control the place. The pearls await me there. The last workers who fled said that ooze was seeping up out of the ground, chasing and burning them, so I would suggest looking into that. Okay, well, there is one more question that he did have, but I need to look at my journal first. Okay. Who had the quest? Istara, that was it. She asked you to carry a message from her to Elonius. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to give her away to somebody I wasn't supposed to. I've come with a message from Istara. Elonius closes his eyes and rubs his temples with his fingers. Yes, Istara, the madness of elixir combined with power of a trench down. The worst combination. She's been talking to me. Sure she has. She is full of ideas. She wants to change things. He shakes his head. Just when life is stable, the blessed are distracted, the trench towns are surviving, she wants to disrupt it. She wants a new order, and she is offering me power in the new regime, yes? She says that I can get power for you. She is correct. No, I have people to look out for. I am no rebel. No, no, and no. I won't disrupt an order that is still functioning. I won't risk my people. The answer is no. It is working now. It won't work forever. I admit it. Every year the blessed get worse, more disconnected. When things start to fail, I will deal with it, if I am still alive. Don't really want to threaten him. So I guess I'll take this option. I know, Haven can give me more power. I don't want, and all you ask is freedom that I truly value. No, you can fool a star, but you can't fool me. Leave me. You're outside the main hall of Ariel. It is an elegant oak building covered with intricate carvings and centuries old. Once it was a major gathering place. Now it is mostly quiet and neglected. Regular people don't come here often. Okay, so that's the entire town. I just have this place left to go. Figure the blessed won't miss it anyway. At the north end of the hall, you see an old blessed man hunched over a pile of papers. He mutters angrily to himself. He hasn't noticed you yet. He is alone in the hall. There are dust and cobwebs everywhere. The leaders of Mecidi have managed almost total seclusion from those who aren't blessed elixir drinkers. Mildred Bowden. The watcher of the Ariel has a small, happy, yappy dog. She runs up and jumps on you. The watcher mutters. Her name is Mildred Bowen. She likes pats. We will ignore the dog. Mildred Bowen is heartbroken that you are leaving, but she forgives you. There's an old Ariel Bless sitting at the high table, surrounded by piles of maps and books and scribbled notes. He flips from book to scroll to scrap of paper in a frenzy, muttering to himself. Then he got close enough for his eyes to find you in the dim light. Yes, yes, the Havenite, you came. I knew you would. A happy destiny. I am Watcher as 10 fingers of the Mecidi Council. Is it notable that you have 10 fingers? He looks perplexed. Why? Because he lifts his hands and wiggles his fingers. See? 10 fingers. Ah. Yes, it seems a foolish question now, doesn't it? I am Prince Nathan of Haven. Of course, a prince, I see. And you come to Mecidi for power? For knowledge? Why are you here, Prince? Because the Ariel are vassals of Haven. We need to discuss this. I can't help with that. My goals are too lofty for grubby trade and treaties. Really, who cares about trade? Not when we are on the border of true epiphany. A great moment of learning, and you can help. He says something about an epiphany? Yes, he waves at all his books and maps. An epiphany, an understanding of the true nature of Sacramentum, the true magic in our soil. That is what I seek. I can give you a way to sense their magic. I've created a crystal eye. If you hold it, you can detect the presence of the magic of the secret masters, and explore it, and tell me of it. I can give you this gift, but with a warning. Might this have something to do with the calamity? What, you mean Haven's disaster? I don't know. That's just musty history I care about now. Tell me more about what you want. I believe that all of us, the beautiful Ariel, the dull Vul, the dirty Ukat, we only pretend to have power. I seek the secret masters of Sacramentum, those whose magic infuses our land. Secret masters? Yes, I have heard children's tales of the Nisse. They don't exist, of course. There may be some truth buried in the stories. This land has true masters. I will find them. Well, I've found 3 settlements of Nisse already, so I'm already ahead of you. What have you learned about these masters? They have great power, and their magic infuses our land. It is wild, mischievous magic. It emerges in strange and unpredictable ways. It is these I track, in the hope of learning the secret. Might Haven have encountered these masters before? Maybe, once or many times, or never. They are mysterious. That is what makes them so secret. What warning do you have for me? The crystal eye is an Ariel artifact, and the Ariel are proud. As long as you bear the eye, they will be upset. There may be more public upset on the roads and such. So, crime rate goes up when I take it? I'll take the eye. The Watcher reverently removes the crystal from his pouch and gives it to you. When you get close to the magic of the secret masters, it will vibrate. Then look around, look for the chaos of raw magic. Then, if you survive, tell me what happened. I'm a traveler from Haven. Yes, a traveler with 3 armies and ships and power. Yes, why are you here in Mecidi, traveler? Mm-hmm. I'd like to know about the Ariel. The Ariel, people of the woods, the blessed, who drink the elixir and gain the wisdom and lead in glory, with glory. And the French folk, who are protected and work with honor. Altogether, we form a truly superior culture. I could get elixirs, so I am blessed, thus I can lead. Superior culture? Don't worry, as long as you don't try to become a part of our perfect union, we will let you taste some of its benefits. We hope to inspire Haven to elevate itself. What does your leadership entail? This question perplexes him for a minute. Well, if there's a problem important enough for us to notice it, I fix it, I guess. Anyway, Mecidi has 3 watchers. I am one of them. Sometimes I'll counsel to go to Hyle Hovo to deal with great matters of state. Where are the other 2 watchers? He looks around. Out somewhere, I suppose. Doing the deep work of the councils. They would not be on the council if they weren't doing important things. Tell me about Hyle Hovo. It is a beautiful garden fortress to the east. All of the high political business of the Ariel happens there. Also, all the best executions. Good to know. What do the Ariel think of Haven? I don't know. There are a lot of us. Anyway, what does it matter? After a calamity, you all turned coward and fled. So we don't have to think about you. We need to discuss some business with Haven. That sounds like the highest political business, which means I can't discuss it. That all is decided in Hyle Hovo. Though you seem like you are here for a great purpose. Maybe, if you help me, I can make you more wise. How could I convince you to help me? Wisdom, you mean? Then we must discuss the epiphany to come. I don't want the eye anymore? Okay, so I can give it back. Let's discuss my progress with the epiphany. Yes. He jumps to his feet. Have you found the raw magic of the secret masters? I have nothing else to say right now. Alright, I'll continue my valuable research. Special items. Ariel Crystal Eye. I'm curious. I imagine that's going to manifest itself by just having increased theft chance. I don't really know what else it would be. Old Cinnabar Works, Heart of the Woods. Well, a patrol of aerial guards is watching this road. As they pass you, they nod and smile. They seem very friendly, but they don't even break stride to talk with you. You left the pristine, if sometimes murderous, woods of the Ariel. The ground here is blighted with dead patches. The trees are wilted and sick. There's a sour smell of rot in the air. Something nearby is blighting the land. When you get close to the shore of this river, you see movement under the surface of the water. Several blobs of slime slowly emerge from the water. They extend thin tendrils into the air, sensing for nearby prey. Ice puddings, huh? Just some mooks. It's just a little bit of damage. Damage is adding up a bit, though. Whoops. It's fine, I guess. You pick apart the slime searching for treasure. You only find slime. At least the road will be safe for now. Mecidi West, High Hovo East. Okay. So we've explored everything up to the city here. I clearly chose the wrong exit. The wrong entrance, even. I have to pay every time. Alright, well now that we're rested up... Oh. It's a 20% extra theft chance while I'm holding this thing. That's kind of brutal. Your way is blocked by a huge blob of slime. It senses you and starts to stalk you very slowly. It would be easy to evade. However, you think you can see large objects suspended in its gooey bulk. You approach the slimes with slow care and tactical analysis. It slides toward you very slowly. You get bored and move closer. They keep sliding. Finally, you discharge them. This is going to be a problem. Everybody's poisoned. Well, this definitely feels like a ranged attack kind of situation. Oh, I was gonna say, I know that we're all poisoned, but I didn't realize he was that badly poisoned. Oh, he's got 4 poison stacks on him. Yeah, that's pretty serious. Well, let's fix all of that. Let's not cast the wrong spell. Oh, right, we're not done. There we go. The slimes finally fall apart. You grab a long stick and poke around inside the goo looking for treasure. You're rewarded with a flask of quicksilver. Okay, well, in that case, I think I'm just gonna clear the woods as much as I can and then go rest up before going into the dungeon. As you get further into the roads and settlements, the woods get denser, darker, trees with loud rustling noises as you pass them. Make, even. Sometimes when you look around, you would swear the trees have moved. Yeah. That's what the aerial does. Okay. Fenris Beast. I could summon. Probably should, honestly. Because that thing's immune to mental effects. So that should absorb a lot of actions without causing too much trouble. Fenris Beast is down. It wasn't that terrible to deal with. Uh-oh. Confusion landed. Confusion immune. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Vulnerable. I can take vulnerable. That's not bad. It's stun for the last round. Okay. As you get further into the forest, it only seems more threatening. Visibility is very short, but you think you can see massive beasts shambling in the distance. You see the occasional bone poking out of the turf. Sometimes you find a discarded boot or scrap of a cloak. Aerial clothing. Whatever has happened to the forest here regards all as intruders, Haven and Aerial alike. Find an aerial caravan. It got lost in these twisting woods and trapped here. The carts are almost completely overgrown. The people are just gone. One of the carts carried quicksilver. The shrubs sent their roots into the jugs, sucking out the liquid metal. Weird. You do manage to find and salvage 2 intact flasks of the stuff. Yes, I know I added a word there. I just kind of... reading and then somehow it just changed. Okay, well... Old Cinnabar works, huh? Oh, okay. Destroy it. Let's go back to our usual strategy here. I guess I should use some energy on player 2 there. Oh, they're poisoning their own slime. Okay, that's 2 down. Construct is not long for this world here. Well, it's doing pretty decent work, though. Okay, all the slimes are down. Okay, last one. You find a bunch of old skulls, nothing valuable. Okay, a huge chunk of forest breaks off and lumbers toward you. It is an aerial monstrosity, a horrible product of the magic of the forest. As it shambles towards you, it sheds a trail of bones behind it, the remains of its food. Minor horror and scourging horror. Scourging horrors seem to be a stronger variant. Still not too much health, though. Burn it down pretty quick. More turns of poison, huh? Okay, that should be it. Now you're just causing confusion and fear, right? Basic monstrosities. Don't seem to do a whole lot. Oh. That was me making mistakes. Well, actually, one big mistake. Monstrosities are dead. You realize that their bodies were shrubs and trees growing out of a frame of actual quality lumber. You send your soldiers out to collect it. It will make for some very interesting looking buildings. A huge chunk of the forest breaks off. Yeah, I was wondering why it was taking so long. Okay, it did look like 5 things on the icon set, so that was accurate. Control horror. That sounds pretty bad, honestly. Immune to mind, go! Load resisted. Within 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're gonna move to here first. I feel like I should maybe be going for the control 4 first. This thing was closer. Mobile. And slow. Kinds of annoying. You can't move. Well, let's just start taking out the control horror from a distance then. .91 was a really good hit. I thought I saw radiance something. Weakness. Okay, well. It makes me less blessed, but that's still fine. How much of a boost is that? 40%. That's pretty significant. Used, that's fine. Oh. Confusion caused fear. Okay. Silence. Interesting looking buildings. Another one. You discovered Heart of the Wood. That's what I thought. That looked like an enclosed clearing, which definitely means there's going to be some free shenanigans going around in there. Let's go back to Fort Mist. And that restores all of our health and mana and potions. And I think that's probably actually a good spot to end for today. So in this part we did all of the dialogue in Mecidi. Cleared all the way down to here, I think. Still have a little bit left to do in that little corner on the side of the river. Up here we have 2 dungeons to do, but we've cleared everything else in this segment. So that's probably we can do both of those next time. And then who knows how long Isle Hovo is going to take and what else is going to be in that region. Yeah, that's the plan next time. Probably Heart of the Woods first, and then on to Cinnabar Works if time permits. I will see you then.